Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the best ways to make MT here in Season 4 of NBA 2K25 My Team. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's discuss. So, MT making is not as good in Season 4 as it was the last couple weeks of Season 3 because obviously the Winter Festival had the best MT making method of the year with the deluxe badge pack and the amount of free snowmen and stuff like that we're giving away. But there are some ways I think to make a decent amount of MT this season. And obviously the first one, just like it is pretty much every single season, is Domination. Domination is a very worthwhile game mode to grind. Generally speaking, you're going to get good stuff consistently out of Domination, and that's just because it first of all guarantees you a good amount of MT. You get what, 2,000 MT per game plus these badge packs and shoes and takeovers and things like that. If you get a good takeover, that can sell for extra. If you get a good badge, that can sell for extra. The gold shoes you can just quick sell, but either way, that's all extra MT as well, at least slowly. And I do think that, like, I mean, for example, the badge deluxe pack, that adds a little bit more MT that you can make. The 5,000 MT adds a bit more MT that you can make. Now, they've cut that in half from last season, for example, where the Architect's Domination, you got 10,000 MT for completing it. And this was a way that they cut the MT down, that you make in Domination a little bit. Instead, you get this one of these garbage diamond players for completing each division, which is a shame because most of these are not very good, in my opinion, these diamonds. In fact, all of them besides Trevor Ariza, in my opinion, really aren't particularly good at all. So that did cut down on the amount of MT that you make a little bit. But I do believe, and this has been found to be true from Domination this year, if you play all these games, you sell all the badges, and you are intentional about making as much MT as you possibly can, you can make, I would estimate it was previously about 300,000 MT. I'll say a safe estimate with the way the badge market is down, at least 200,000 MT from completing Domination, which is, I think it could be more than that for sure, depending on your badge luck, depending on your takeover luck, things of that nature. But I think Domination is probably 200,000+ MT still. 100% from completing the Domination. Not to mention, also you obviously get 3 Hall of Fame badges for 66 stars. You get Galaxy Opal Bill Walton, who's a good card who I think can help a lot of people's teams. For 99 stars, you get 15,000 extra MT right here from this 33 stars as well. I don't know what the final games rewards are, but those are generally a little bit better than the regular game rewards as well. So I do think there's a very good chance that you make more than 200,000, maybe 250,000, or even if you get lucky, 300,000 MT or so from grinding this out. So I will say it's not horrible, awful value in my opinion, but I do think overall it could be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's the best value ever compared to what it was maybe a little bit earlier. They've made it a little bit worse, but it's still better value playing the game per game than you're getting from anything else by far in this game. Second, salary cap, not as much a MT making mode, but the games are quicker. So you do make a little bit more MT per game, plus you get some MT rewards at 1,000 points, 2,000 points, plus a free pink diamond at least every single round if you get to 2,500, because I'm making a whole salary cap video. In fact, it might have already come out by the time you'll see this video. And go watch that to watch me talk more about salary cap. But I do think salary cap is a pretty decent mode for making MT just because the games are quicker. It's less of a pay-to-win mode as well, and you're obviously also getting pink diamonds for free each round from playing the game mode. So I think that's another decent way to make MT. Now, these always get overlooked. They're generally not great in terms of making MT, but I do think exhibitions are also absolutely worth completing just because there's always, you're going to get something out of them. And it literally takes 30 seconds to complete all of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have the cards for that one specifically, but you go through and complete all of these that you can complete and just get them knocked out. It takes less than a minute to complete these exhibitions each day and just get them done each day. You might make 1,000, 2,000 MT a day, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it does add up over time. And again, like, I just completed 4 exhibitions and it took me 30 seconds. So like, I would recommend just hopping in and doing that as well. Other mode, I do think Showdown has become a little bit better for making MT this season because of these win rewards. At 15 wins, you get 5,000 MT, mainly at 60 wins and 120 wins though, which, yes, I get are a lot of wins and maybe the value isn't great there, but you are now getting 30 packs from 120 wins with the Hunt for Glory Deluxe 10-pack box and the Season 3 Super Pack 20-pack box, plus 50,000 MT. So that 10 box, 20 box, and 50,000 MT can definitely combine to make you a decent chunk of MT, especially if you pull something out of those boxes that you might potentially already have that you can swap from your collection and send to the auction house and sell. And then also at 60 wins, you get another 25,000 MT plus another 10-pack box plus a bunch of badges, 15 badges, which can also be sold for a good amount. And you get to choose the badges as well. So a good chance you get good badges, which can make you more MT. So in terms of game modes, that's about it for making MT this season. There might be some other challenges and stuff that drop occasionally that you can make MT from, but generally not a ton here. The other thing that I would recommend doing is working the auction house. Sniping can always be a good method. I generally look through and go through like good budget cards, for example, like this Marcus Smart. I have 4 Marcus Smarts after this next one finishes pending in my auctions because I look through the good budget cards and I'll just like snipe the cheapest one, or not the cheapest one, but like for example, Marcus Smart's going for over 30K MT right now. I'm kind of invested in when he was like 20K, and I saw one of the auction house earlier today for 21K, and so I sniped him. He's going to continue to go up in price a little bit as he gets rarer because he's one of the best budget cards in the game. So he'll be maybe 35 or 40K here in a couple weeks, and then I'll sell him then and make 10K MT profit on each of those. You can make profit on sniping these budget cards, potentially bid sniping big name cards the day they come out as well, when they're very common. For example, Wilt Chamberlain. I almost sniped a Wilt Chamberlain earlier today as I record this video for about 450K MT, which doesn't sound like a snipe, except you see now that these are going for, he's going for more. And I bet you in a week or two, Wilt's going for 600 or 700K MT because it's going to be a lot rarer. You can make MT off of bid sniping cards and then selling them back later when they're rarer and their values go up. And so I think working the auction house is another solid way to make MT. Always be on the lookout for like challenges that require specific players from specific teams or specific positions from specific teams or specific cards from certain drops or things like that as opportunities to potentially snipe as well. For example, they're not in the game anymore, but one of the Tis the Season Snowman challenges was a win a game using 13 countdown players or 10 countdown players or whatever the case may be, something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but I think it was used 10 countdown players, and that made countdown gold cards a lot more expensive, which created a market where those cards were very, very expensive, whereas they're not as much now, but they were when they came out. So that was a good opportunity to snipe because a lot of people wouldn't be aware of that. So they'd open up a countdown pack, pull a gold, sell it for 1,000 MT, whereas that gold was selling for 4,000 or 5,000 MT. So you can target snipes off of that. You can make MT off of challenges and things of that nature. There are different ways to take advantage of the market and make more MT as well. But hopefully we'll get things during the season as well. Good challenges, maybe a good event, things of that nature that allow for the opportunity to make more MT as well. So fingers crossed that happens. Do I have super high hopes that happens? Not exactly, but I am definitely hoping that we get some more stuff this season that will make MT making better, because as of right now, I will admit it is not where it needs to be. And I certainly wish it was better than it is. With that being said, though, that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.